One of the most intense flashpoints is the campus of UCLA. Police broke up an encampment overnight, and bulldozers were brought in today to scoop up trash and tents. Some buildings were covered in graffiti. CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti is there.
Early morning chaos on the campus of UCLA.
These are CHPA Riot police.
Hundreds of officers in riot gear clashed with protesters.
Get back! Get back!
With support from multiple agencies, officers moved in, tearing down barricades and dismantling tents, firing rubber bullets and flashbangs. CBS's Carter Evans was there as police stepped into action.
We're looking at what might be the end of the protest here at this encampment. Police have got the protesters surrounded, pushing them up against a wall there, but they are not giving up.
The pro-Palestinian encampment set up by students 1 week ago was declared unlawful by the university Tuesday night.
This is an attack on democratic rights. This is outrageous.
More than 200 people were arrested, arms zip-tied behind their backs and led away.
We need to resist. We need to keep protesting, and that's the only way change will be made.
Newly released police body camera footage at Columbia University shows officers cutting their way through barricades after the school called in the NYPD to clear protesters from the campus. CBS News has learned no firearms were found, but police did recover small pocket knives, baseball bats, and clubs. CBS's Lilia Luciano spoke with New York City Mayor Eric Adams about the unrest at Columbia University.
We saw a change in protest behavior when we saw destruction of property, taking over buildings. We saw the patterns that these individuals that we identify are used to doing.
Mayor Adams says outside agitators known to police were arrested alongside the student protesters.
There's a difference between the protests that are happening outside the gates and the protests in the encampment. Who of these dangerous people were arrested inside Hamilton Hall?
Well, I'm not sure that if we're asking the question that if someone is dangerous that uses a hammer to break into a building, destroy property while they're in that building, burglarizing that building. Burglary is one of our 7 major crimes.
Back here on the UCLA campus, cleanup is underway.
The encampment behind me has been cleared out, and tonight there's an increased police presence here on campus, along with calls for the chancellor to step down. Meanwhile, all classes have been moved online for the rest of the week, JB.
Thank you, Jonathan. Tonight,